big, hulking guy just walked out of the apartment across the hall. His gaze lingers greedily on Mia's damp clothes for a full half-minute, and he even licks his lips. I'm sitting right here on my couch, watching the whole thing on the screen. Jack shifts to stand in front of Mia.
Look, bro, we gotta just...
The man brushes Jack aside effortlessly, his lecherous eyes fixed firmly on Mia.
Come with me quiet. I have got all the good stuff inside. Food, medicine, hot water, and a nice comfy bed. Stick with me, and you will live in comfort. Far better than freezing to death out here in the hallway.
Seeing the hungry look in Mia's eyes, Jack absolutely loses his mind. He swings at the guy, and the two of them start fighting. Jack tries to play the hero in front of Mia, and gets knocked flat on his ass for his trouble. Seeing Mia actually tempted, I can't help but smirk. This is the best friend who was always jealous of me and stole my boyfriend. And underneath it all, she's still just as greedy and selfish. Enraged out of his mind, Jack throws another punch and rushes straight at the brute. But unexpectedly, Mia tells Jack to back off, then lets the big man hoist her onto his shoulder and carry her into his luxury apartment without hesitation. Jack can't believe his eyes. He stands rooted to the spot, like a statue. It's not until the door across the hallway is about to shut that he finally snaps out of his daze and shouts angrily at her. At that moment, a ruthless glint flashes in Mia's eyes before she speaks without a shred of mercy.
Out there, it is nothing but storm and flood. As long as I can survive, nothing else matters.
The big man slams the door with a loud bang, and in that pitch-black hallway, Jack is suddenly all alone. I watch his pitiful state with cold eyes, not a trace of sympathy in my heart. All I feel is the sweet satisfaction of revenge finally served. Not after long, the rich scent of steak wafts out from inside the room. Jack, who's already starving, can't take it anymore. He actually knocks on that brute's door. His voice is low and begging as he pleads outside.
Bro, just throw me some food! Anything to keep me alive! I was wrong. I should not have swung at you like that. Please, just have some pity on me. Give me something to eat. My girlfriend's family is rich. I will have her send you a ton of money, right now!
Hearing what he says through the monitor, I let out a cold laugh. Even at a time like this, Jack is still trying to squeeze something out of me. But no one inside paid him the slightest attention. Instead, sounds of laughter and teasing between a man and a woman, along with suggestive murmurs, drifted out from behind the door. Jack figures out immediately what's going on inside. His already hopeless face twists with rage and humiliation. He shakes with fury, veins bulging on his forehead. Then he picks up that iron rod and starts banging on the door, 100 times more vicious than when he was hitting my door. The sounds coming from that apartment just keep getting louder. Jack's last mental defense completely crumbles, and he drops the iron rod in utter dejection. I'm sitting here, nice and steady, at my dining table, eating popcorn and drinking Coke, watching this whole drama show on my monitor. Honestly, this is more intense and entertaining than any TV show. Thinking back on my past life, Mia was jealous of my wealthy family and my good-looking boyfriend, so she just snatched Jack right away from me. Those two scumbags teamed up to rob me and take my life. They killed me. In this life, Mia doesn't hesitate for a second to abandon Jack just to save her own skin. I guess that's exactly the kind of karma that trash-like Jack deserves. After finishing my popcorn, I get up and walk to the window. The storm outside is still raging crazily, and the floodwater has already risen to the 10th floor. Seeing how terrifyingly fast the water is rising, I have a bad feeling. Pandora's box has been flung wide open. Disaster comes pouring down upon me. On social media, pleas for help are flooding everywhere. Reading those desperate cries for help gives me a complicated feeling I can't quite put into words. The girl in the video doesn't even have time to cry for help before the giant spider monster stabs her straight through the heart. But as large-scale blackouts roll through the city, updates online get fewer and farther between. Still, I can't help but notice one image, a haggard mother holding 2 starving children. They look like they're barely hanging on. I can't bear to look at that. In this cruel, apocalyptic world, no one can save anyone else. The only person you can rely on is yourself. Right then, my mom calls me.
Honey, how are things over there?
Hearing Mom's warm, familiar voice sends a wave of comfort through me. All my fear and unease melts away.
Mom, just hearing your voice puts me at ease.
Everything is fine here. I have plenty of supplies.
Dad snatches the phone and tells me, thank goodness they listened to me. They moved their supplies up to the old house on the hilltop before the storm hit. Up there on the mountain, life is actually pretty comfortable right now. My parents had saved up a bit over the years. They built a small villa on a hilltop back in their hometown, and every summer they'd go up there for a little vacation. Now that the storm is here, that house has turned out to be just what they needed. I give them a few more instructions, then reluctantly hang up. Knowing that my parents are safe puts my mind completely at ease. In the middle of this terrible apocalypse, having my family safe and sound is the greatest comfort I could ever ask for. Even in the apocalypse, I never stop working out. I've heard this massive storm is going to last a full 6 months. This is bound to be a long, grueling battle of endurance. Having plenty of supplies isn't enough. You also need a body strong and healthy enough to carry you through. But that night, I suddenly couldn't sleep. In the darkness, I thought I heard some noise outside my door. Out of habit, I sit down at the computer to check the cameras. And what I see nearly scares me half to death. Mia sticks her hand through the crack in the door and tosses out a few apples and a bag of bread. The second Jack sees food, he's like a starving wolf. He springs up from the floor and grabs that door frame, holding onto it, not letting it go. His eyes are blazing with rage and hatred. Seeing him like this, almost insane and terrifying, sends chills down my spine. Mia is no match for Jack's strength. The door is about to be forced all the way open. Watching through the screen, I can't help but break out in a cold sweat for her. Then, the big man comes out, but before he can even say a word, Jack takes him down with a swing of the iron rod. In an instant, the big man becomes a corpse. Jack stands over him, laughing like a maniac. His features are contorted like some demons, and there's actually this smug look on his face, like he's proud of himself for driving off an intruder. And right then, Jack turns around and walks over to my front door. He sends me a message through the camera.
Chloe, how have you been lately? I really miss you. I still love you so much. Have you been thinking about me?
Fear tightens my throat, leaving me speechless. My fingers tremble uncontrollably. I know perfectly well I can't let him get suspicious. I quickly reply, I miss you too. My phone's been dead. No signal these days.
I called your mom earlier. She told me you're not at home. She said you never went back. Are you lying to me?
I break out in a cold sweat in an instant. I didn't get home until after I got off the phone with you, so my mom thought I hadn't come back yet.
Babe, I miss you so much. Where exactly are you? I'll come find you right now.
Fighting back my disgust, I reply, I'm back in my hometown with my mom. Gotta go. We just lost power again. I toss my phone aside and keep my eyes fixed on the surveillance screen on my computer. Meanwhile, Jack is staring intently at my front door. He seems to have a vague feeling that I'm actually hiding inside this apartment. Thank goodness the pinhole camera I installed is extremely well hidden. Jack has no idea it's there. The thing he should be doing right now, instead of searching everywhere for me, is dealing with that dead man on the floor. Mia is completely terrified by now. She's slumped to the floor like a limp heap, unable to stir an inch. Jack completely ignores her. With a cold, expressionless face, he bends down, grabs the man by the collar, and drags him, like a piece of trash, toward the stairwell that leads to the roof. All I hear is this dull, heavy thud from downstairs. The man's body slams into the water and sends up a huge splash. To anyone who doesn't know what's going on, it just looks like another person who couldn't take the apocalypse anymore and offed themselves. Once I dispose of this man's body completely, Jack drags Mia, who's still slumped on the floor, straight into the apartment. By now, there's nothing in her eyes but pure fear. She just lets him pull her inside. And the moment that apartment door slams shut, after that, Mia does whatever Jack tells her, completely obeying to his words. 8 months slipped by in the blink of an eye. The rain stopped, but then the temperature dropped crazily. The floodwater turned into thick sheets of ice. After that long stretch of extreme weather, city's power grid had been dead for a long time. Jack and Mia are at my door again. They're wrapped in layers of ragged clothes and blankets, shivering in the hallway. That burly guy, he didn't actually have that much food stocked up. On top of Jack's reckless spending and wasting in these past few months, they've now run out of food for a full 3 days. Hunger and cold are slowly eating away whatever humanity they've got left. Jack, the face that used to be so good looking, now his eyes are all sunken in. He's nervously tugging at his messy hair, looking just like a zombie. Mia's even worse off. Her face is all frostbitten. Her hair looks like dead straw. She's completely lost that vibrant look she used to have. Because just now, Jack snatched away that last piece of moldy cracker from her. I've seen this kind of savage fighting countless times over these 8 months. Every single time, it feels so satisfying. Just when I thought their little fight for today was about to end, Jack suddenly stands up. His eyes lock on my door. It's that kind of crazy you only get when you're staring death in the face. In his hand is the power drill he looted from the burly guy's place. That buzzing sound just keeps ringing in my ears. Jack's voice is all raspy as he says to Mia,
That bitch Chloe's definitely in there. I've been hearing noises from that side for months now. And there's light coming through the crack under that door. That means she's got food and electricity in there. If we can just pry this door open, we'll be living like kings from now on.
The moment Mia hears there's food, you can see that greed flash in her eyes. She completely forgets how Jack stole that last half of her cracker. She actually helps him drag over the extension cord, all on her own. Watching these two out of their minds on the screen, I set down my coffee cup. If you're so determined to walk right into your own death, don't blame me for what happens next. I walk over to the shoe cabinet and grab the explosion-proof connector I prepared. Then I grab the high-voltage switch I'd already set up and hold it in my hand. Back when I was renovating, I had someone run electricity through the inside of the security door. All I have to do is press this switch, and the whole door will instantly be live with 3,000 volts of high voltage. Jack walks up to the door with the drill. He walks up to the door with that ugly grin on his face, muttering curses the whole time.
Chloe, you selfish bitch. You've got all that stuff, and you just sit there watching us starve. When I get through this door, you're gonna pay for it!